It's been over a year and a half since COVID-19 began trickling into every aspect of our lives, making us question the future. Many are reassessing what's important in life and re-examining their job. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 4 million U.S. workers quit their jobs in July 2021. Now, this mass employee exodus is being dubbed the Great Resignation. Take a look. As the pandemic rages on, American workers are quitting their jobs at record rates, with resignation numbers hitting the highest they've been in 2 decades. In fact, one Microsoft survey found that 41% of the entire global workforce has considered leaving their jobs. This mass exodus, known as the Great Resignation, has shown a shift in priorities for workers worldwide. And employees aren't just parting ways with their positions, they're pivoting professions. 92% of workers surveyed by career site Monster.com admit they're willing to change industries for a new opportunity.
So I quit my job during the pandemic because I was pregnant and became a mom, and the stress of working for an event company during a global pandemic was just super overwhelming. I was partially furloughed and I was expected to retain the outcomes that I was doing, but at 60% capacity. Simultaneously being pregnant during that was the catalyst for me to make the decision that the industry I was in was not for me, and now was the time to focus on what I was passionate about, and that was to become a writer.
Whether it's a desire to work more flexible at-home hours or frustrated folks experiencing a crisis of purpose, we haven't seen the end of this troubling turnover. So what is it that has people taking the big leap? And how can this impact your next job search? And joining me now to discuss this vocational void are career coach and founder of Work It Daily, J.T. O'Donnell, and board-certified clinical neuropsychologist, the brilliant Dr. Judy Ho. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
JT, what is the current mindset of people quitting their jobs? We're seeing it happen all the time right now.
Yeah, so most people are feeling like they have golden handcuffs. They've been in lockdown, they've been stressed out, they've been holding on to jobs, they've watched their friends and loved ones get laid off while they've kept their job and now taken up the slack of 2 or 3 people. So we've come into a time now where people have had enough and they want to break free. They don't want to work this much anymore. They're tired of working at companies that make them feel sick and stressed. Their physical health, their mental health matters more.
Dr. Judy, how are you?
I'm good, Dr. Orden. So good to be with you today.
Always a pleasure. So psychologically, why has the pandemic prompted people to make such major life changes? I mean, and you know, switching careers may be one of the biggest, maybe other than family, that you can make.
When people have been in fight or flight for so long, they are just sick of it. They're sick of feeling amped up all the time, like their life is out of control, and they're really rethinking, what can I truly control in my life? So before the pandemic, people might have said things like, well, there's nothing I can do about it, this is my job. Now, I think the pandemic has caused people to really reflect and say, actually, there are certain things that I actually truly have control over versus the things that I don't have control over, like how the pandemic is actually going to ultimately pan out in our world. And I think that that's why people are rethinking, what am I really spending my life doing? What are my priorities? Finally, people are really taking that examination. But I will say that some people, because they have been in this fight or flight state for so long, they are more likely to be impulsive. That is a traumatic response. And so we obviously have to really take a step back and say, is this move going to be right for me? Or am I just doing it because I'm fed up and I just want to give up on everything because it's just too much?